94XO, it's Moni XO. I am hanging out at Social Kitchen with the founders. Make sure you guys stay tuned. You're watching 94XO. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's start and talk about the inspiration behind your guys' business.
Okay, I'll jump in and then we'll have David, we'll continue to tag team it. So Social Kitchen is born from a long-term dream of finding a way that we can serve the community, create a compelling business model, so it's not a nonprofit, because we believe business is a great way to be able to solve some of the community's toughest problems.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest challenges we have right now is food insecurity. And coming out of COVID, we're at the historic levels, and we have not seen these levels since the Great Depression.
Wow.
This community alone has 11 to 13% of food insecurity alone. So as we were looking for a way to do it, there were a bunch of different ideas. People have tried, pay it forward cafes and restaurants where it's suggested pay, all for the right reasons, but the economics don't work. So we started looking at, okay, what works in restaurants? And we know great kitchens, great food, great people. What works on the street? Food trucks. This year, food trucks surpassed $1 billion in the United States, and they're forecasted to continue to grow.
You did your research first off.
Well, and because you want to know the business, right?
Yes.
So the thing about food trucks is it's trendy, it's cool, it's plays to generations, but all generations like it. But COVID just accelerated a trend like it did in other areas, for good or bad. And so we said, well, if we want to get at food insecurity, why don't we come up with a very simple way? And instead of coming to a place where you can create some challenges in a mixed space restaurant, maybe some people have, if they're homeless or whatever, and you've seen that. I mean, Panera tried a really ambitious project where they put 10 restaurants across America under suggested pay. Every one of them closed.
Wow.
So we said, well, what if we have a thing on wheels called a food truck, and we create a very simple currency that we call the currency of caring. And the currency of caring is a way that at wholesale, so we built this whole business so the economics support a very inexpensive way to be a blessing to somebody else, and here's how it looks. So one simple token, and I'm going to leave you with one to walk away with, okay? That way you're going to think about this.
You get a meal.
So you get a meal, or you get to be a blessing to somebody.
Wait a minute.
So with this simple thing, the currency of caring, people buy that at wholesale from us. You can give it to anybody you see. You see a person on the curb who's hungry, you see somebody who's having a rough time, and they can find any Social Kitchen inspired food truck and eat for free.
Wow.
And they can have anything.
And you know what's really cool about that is so many places you go to, would you like to round up? Would you like this? Would you like to donate to this cause? And you know what, that's fine and it's nice, but you don't know where that money goes.
Yeah.
This actually puts the purchaser in charge of their own destiny on who gets to eat that
And
meal.
this is like super unique. Like, this
yeah,
is
well, it
awesome.
actually gives you the power to go out and do good. We want you to do good, and so you're able to pay it forward in your own special way. It may be a relative who's down on his luck. It may be someone that you meet. It doesn't matter. You give that to them, they can come to any of our food trucks and have a meal. And they're not eating off the kids' meal. They're eating, it's called dignified dining.
Oh, they're getting the real
They're
deal.
getting the
Anything
whole,
they want.
they're getting whatever they want.
When's the last time someone who's homeless got to walk up to a place and order anything like everybody else in that line?
I couldn't even
And
tell
this
you.
is the only place in America we believe doing it. Our dream is that other people adopt it. And often the greatest innovations are their simplest. So that's simple. We've tokenized giving. And we build the economic model, and we'll talk about that later, about all the things we have going on.
And the thing not to forget is people can buy that at a discounted rate.
Yeah.
And so they're not paying for a $13 meal. You're paying, it's $8. But it's good for a $13, $14 meal. And so, but we believe that a lot of the opportunity is going to be actually from organizations that can buy it and give it in bulk to people in need. And even soup kitchens or religious organizations or city officials. And so there's a lot of different extensions to this program besides just the average person coming up to the counter and buying it and giving it to somebody.
I just love the fact that your foundation is helping the community, because that's just something in general that we need in America, the world, just period, because everything is always about money. And of course we want to make money, don't get me wrong, but to make money in the right ways and helping other people and make a difference in people's lives, like things like this could be small to some people, but to somebody else, it's everything,
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
And it really helps them, it helps the community because people in the community are going to receive, but it also helps that the people in the community are giving.
Yes.
And so it's a reciprocal opportunity for each and every person that participates.
Oh, and then it's a little token. I love
Yeah,
this.
you're in.
Like a little casino chip.
That's right. It's a little casino
Lucky
chip of
winner.
goodness. You get to go deposit in somebody's life.
Yes, definitely. Now let's talk about the food though. So I want to get into like the different entrees
Sure.
you guys sell, just the coworkers that you guys or the workers that you guys have. Like how has that been so beneficial when it comes to growing your brand?
Well, sure. We started off with, actually John called me out of the blue because I used to run 3 different barbecue restaurants in another county not too far from here. And I lost them. I lost them to COVID last year. And so I was working out of state and I was driving back. He called me and he said, I got something interesting I'm working on. And so I said, okay. And we met a couple days later. And we talked for 6 hours.
Wow.
And we just hit it off. And it's just, so we started with a fine swine barbecue. And so it's been in this area for 4 years, was very successful. It's already got a strong brand recognition. And so we said, well, that would be a great cornerstone brand to start with. And then we can create these other concepts, which we're working on right now, and expand all out of one commercial kitchen.
Yeah.
So right now we have a fine swine out there on the streets, and we have one here. We have 2 trucks. Now we have El Guaco Taco, which is going to hit the streets next week, which you saw the truck when you pulled up today. And we're also working on a burger concept called Hammer Jack Smash. And it's going to be a smash burger campaign, a lot of fun, a lot of energy behind it. And then finally, we're doing something called Nash Vegas Fried. And it's going to be all your favorite fried chicken places in one spot. It's going to be Nashville hot chicken. It's going to be Southern buttermilk fried chicken. It's going to be Korean fried chicken. It's going to be a whole plethora of fun chicken fried chicken.
I said you guys are going to travel over to the St. Louis area all the time.
You know what? We'll do anything if it helps the currency, if it helps the mission. Our goal is to stay in this county and stay in this area, but we do feel like the mission and the concept that we're building is definitely scalable. And so we're anxious to see where we can go from here.
Yeah, for sure. Now, having all these amazing things you guys are doing, of course, I really want to ask, like, what's the most challenging things that you guys deal with being entrepreneurs? Because it's a lot. Like, you're doing a lot of amazing things, but I'm pretty sure in your mind it could be hectic
so many
sometimes.
challenges.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, COVID in general, right, has revealed so many soft spots in the world, like supply chain. And often it's the things we just take for granted. So the ability to get equipment, the ability to get qualified people to come, because I can't do my own electrical or I can't do my own concrete. They're all booked, you know. You have a lot of people who still aren't really committed. They're even a little afraid of going back to work. So we've got the world trying to kick back to normal, getting contractors, and then at the end of the day, a brand like this. So, you know, when we talk about this, food is the medium. Why? It connects people. You can get joy from it. We don't need it. We want it. We love it.
Yeah.
But the mission is the message. And so you need people that are going to live that message, communicate that message. So getting the right people matter too. We'd rather be choosy so that we can make sure, because this is about human connection. The beautiful thing about a food truck is you get an opportunity to connect. It's not happening over a phone. It's not happening on the internet. They're walking up there. You're explaining something to them. And so there's an opportunity for human connection. So we need the right people. We need continue to find great contractors. We need to continue to get stuff like floors and all that. But it will not deter. In the meantime, that's why we're doing a model where we're rolling out food trucks while building the kitchen, we're building the park, we're doing it simultaneously, we're just flexing, because that's what you got to do in today's world.
And I'm glad you actually care about who you're hiring. That's a major thing in the food industry. I don't know how people may feel about that, but I know, like, when it comes to customer service, like, I tip good, so I want to make sure, like, okay, I'm getting good service. I want to, show that I appreciate you on my end, and I want you to respect me as well. So that's just a big thing personally for me. So I love that.
Yeah, and you know what? You said something very key there. These food trucks, as you know, it's the middle of summer right now. It's really hot. And we've got a lot of young people. My kids work in the food truck, and it's really hot in there. And we found that obviously you have a direct touch point with every single person that comes in. So we're able to give them that quality service, talk to them one-on-one, and it's amazing that they are getting strong tips out of the food trucks.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because they feel sorry for them because it's so hot in there, or if it's because they're getting one-to-one service and they're feeling special.
Yeah.
And so, it all ties together.
Yeah,
so,
we remember. Like
Yeah.
I know when you go into a restaurant and you get that great service. Like I'm that person. I'll write on the receipt. Like
Little smiley face.
Yeah, I love the service. I'm so excited about it. So yeah, like those things, those make a big difference. I just love everything you guys are doing, tying into the community. Good food. And then let's say, speaking of good food, like what are your guys' favorite entrees that you guys serve?
Well, I'll tell you what we sell the most of, and that's what we only do on weekends right now, and that's our competition ribs. Every time we put our ribs out on Friday and Saturday night, we sell out within 20 to 30 minutes. And we're not talking about 4 racks of ribs, we're talking about 25, 30 racks of ribs. Because we're scaling,
Yeah.
we're small, but we keep our menus very limited in the trucks because we want to be efficient and we want to be fast. We want that service to be quality. And so we don't want to fall into that trap of having too many things on your menu to where people are standing there and can't make a decision, and it's complexity in the kitchen. Well, it's just, here's 3 sandwiches and here's 3 sides, pick one. But we make sure that every one of them is good, really good chef quality food, pitmaster quality food. We don't skimp on ingredients, we don't skimp on quality, and we don't skimp on pride when it comes to creating the right food.
You're making me hungry.
But ask us that question in a year, because we haven't really gotten started on rolling out all the concepts.
Oh.
So remember, this is the first cloud kitchen in the county. So you're familiar with it because you're into the things that you do. But cloud kitchens are growing exponentially, and what they do is they give you the liberty to do a lot of different things, to be able to pivot from, because you've got instantaneous customer data, right? We live in a world where technology can work for you, so you know what they're ordering, you know what they want, you can flex. And what's different and what makes this completely unique, like anywhere, is there's lots of cloud kitchens. There's none around here. It's a virtual food hall, right? Here you've got a friend who wants barbecue, you want a burger, someone else wants tacos. Now you can go to one place, click, 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 order exactly what you want, it's all delivered to you. So you're getting 4 restaurants worth of goodness delivered to your door.
Yeah, it's not like, well, I feel like Mexican tonight, or I want pizza tonight. You can get 4 concepts, 1 ticket,
And
like you said.
It's cool too because I think the pandemic has really made a lot of us about convenience.
Yes.
And
Delivery and takeout.
61%
I
is
know,
now.
Yeah, I know me. I'm all about convenience now. Like, look, let's hurry up. Let's get this picked up, delivered, or anything like that.
And you know what? It's not just you. It's high school and college kids. It's kids that are playing games and they don't want to break away from their games.
Yeah.
And they're getting delivery among people from 15 to 21 is the highest growing group. And I'm like, okay,
Come
that's
eat.
all right. They can
there's
use mom
lots
and
of ways.
dad's money.
Come eat.
We'll deliver it.
But what's different is there's cloud kitchens, they're doing that, and some doing virtual, multiple brands, but not where every brand has its own place on the street.
Yeah.
So what these are, this is where now a cloud kitchen's limitations are you have to create your audience all online. So you have to be big in marketing, big in SEO, and you're competing with all the other clouds, right? So everyone's trying to look like a restaurant. If people knew how many restaurants don't have anything but a kitchen, there's not really a physical space. What's different here is we have a physical space, we have a cloud kitchen, but most importantly, we can brand project, we can be part of someone's wedding, we can be part of sitting in the Menards parking lot, we can be anywhere we want. Every time they see a truck, they're becoming associated with it, which makes it easier for them to find us online. So the hypothesis is it allows us to grow the brand presence, and then we can continue to flex. We start hearing people want breakfast, we have the ability now to spin off a breakfast truck like that and meet demand.
Wow.
Coffee and donuts and burritos.
Y'all thought this through. I like this.
The only thing you can't get here is you're going to get customer service, and it's going to be how people greet you at the truck or when you order there. But when you come sit in this restaurant, as soon as we finish it, it'll be basically that you're still ordering on your app because you're going to go to the window. The only thing we've removed is that piece because we'd rather take the people power and create the experience in the park we can talk about later. Go to the dog park, go sit outside, take a barbecue pitmaster course for free and learn about the secrets, the hidden secrets of whatever's going on in barbecue world, where Dave is going to run these on the patio, right?
Pitmaster patio.
I was
We're
like,
going to be
this
doing
is an
demos and cooking
experience.
classes.
It's not just about
It's all
eating.
about experience.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This 2.5 acres is about, you hit it on the head, human experience. So we connect people using the food, right, as the medium, and we happen to have trucks and kitchens.
It's a non-traditional format.
And
of
everything is about,
traditional restaurants.
and everything you touch. And so every transaction is somehow making the world better. We're going to roll out social wear pretty soon, and it's buy one, feed one. So every hat you buy or shirt has a token tied to the back, so you're going to immediately be able to be a blessing to somebody with every. So every transaction is an opportunity to do good in the world.
Wow.
And we think that's what
That's
people want.
amazing. Yeah.
Wait till you see the walls in this place. I'm going to say that for your next interview.
Oh my
because it will
God.
not
Oh,
look.
look,
But
he's ready. me. Okay.
It's all about
love this.
positivity because it's your brand. When you see what's going on these walls, it's going to be like, it's like Positivity Cafe, because that's what the spirit wants to be uplifted.
Yeah.
And for us, faith matters a lot. And we're not pastors, but we can do what we believe is important, and we demonstrate our service by rolling up our sleeves, building something that we think now can make a difference.
Yeah.
And that's as much the message as anything else.
Definitely. Well, I'm super excited for all of the things you guys have coming up. Like, we're going to wrap up and go into the Cause Our HR. But before we do that, like, let me know what can we look forward to within the next, like, near future. And then how can people connect with you guys, you know, put in their orders.
Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, El Guaco Taco, as we talked about, and all these really cool fusion tacos, that'll be launching early next week.
Okay.
And then we are going to really put a lot of energy behind the commercial kitchen itself. We want to open that up to the public to be able to order for takeout, for delivery. Oh, and by the way, the catering is really growing fast as well. And so every concept will have a truck. It'll also have a catering department and business box lunches. And so that's going to be next, followed by the burger concept, the chicken concept, the breakfast concept.
And any other concept we'll make up in between.
And once again, every one of these brands are designed to feed the mission. Okay, they're all mission seekers out there. And once again, we wouldn't have what we have without the idea of finding a way to get this community to give and take.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're praying over the most.
I love it. And how can people follow you guys?
Right now, our
Instagram?
primary, the mothership here, the aircraft carrier, however you want to call it, is SOULcialkitchen.com. That's S-O-U-L, Soul, SOULcial Kitchen, C-I-A-L, kitchen.com. And we also are going to have, we do have a fineswinebbq.com as well, and that has the food truck menus. All the other brands are going to be Facebook and social media presences, but all of the online ordering and all of the focus is going to go right to SOULcialkitchen.com.
I know that's right. Go straight to the website,
That's
guys.
right.
That's right.
That's right. And then, because that's where you can learn about the currency of caring. That's where you can also order all the different concepts from one place. And so, so we're looking forward to making that hub a real community in itself.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. Cause or jar time.
Uh-oh.
So each of you guys are going to pick two questions from the jar.
You take two
Grab
first.
one, I'll take two.
I'll say whoever wants to go first.
Well, do I take them both at the same time?
You can.
I'll do it, and it won't matter, will it?
That means you go first.
Okay, well.
All right, I'm taking one.
Wow, these are different. I like it. You ready? Wow.
Uh-oh, I dropped one. Will you
go.
put that one back in?
Yep, there you go,
Oh,
bud.
he's cheating. You might
I
have to do three. No,
Oh.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All right, so I'll read mine, right? You want me to read it? Question 88. What's your worst nightmare? The first thing that came to mind is there's not a lot of things that truly frighten me. I'm a bit of an adrenaline junkie. But you drop me in a place that has either spiders or snakes, and I'm going to turn into I will be shrieking.
So
I'm
like the
just
tarantula
terrified
spider?
He's
or-
hairy spiders freak me out.
He's right. I sent him a picture of a spider that was in that kitchen.
And he was scared.
And I was,
He asked me if it was still there before he came back.
because I was going to go home. No, it's funny. Of all the things, the thing that gives me nightmares is I'm not a big snake fan, so I apologize to all your folks out there who like snakes and have snake pets. Doesn't work for me, and hairy spiders. That's the thing that gives me nightmares.
I don't like spiders or snakes either, but I can tolerate them. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh. Like,
Yeah, no, I don't hang around.
You want?
You
I'm
got,
only
you
doing
got,
my first
you got
one?
your first one.
Oh, you're trying to go back and forth.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
switch it up.
All right. What's the weirdest thing you do when you're totally alone?
PG it.
All right. Well,
There
trust
might
me.
be some young people watching this.
For those that know me, know I am absolutely the worst singer in the world. I cannot carry a tune, but I want to be so bad. I want to be a singer.
You're a shower singer.
I am really good at it. And when I'm alone, there's nobody better.
Oh, no, when you're driving in
Driving?
the car. Yes.
When I'm driving, which is the only time I'm really alone, family and work, I am singing like nobody's watching.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm
funny.
going to add on, what's your favorite song to sing?
Oh,
Oh, wow.
I don't care.
I listen to
if you
everything.
say Celine Dion, I'm going to be like, what?
It's not Celine Dion. The funny thing is I have, if I'll show you my playlist, I have literally every type of music on there, and I just go with how I'm feeling, whether it's, pop music, classic, country, rock. I mean, it's all in there.
I like that.
And so I mean, I literally listen to all of it. And so, but I listen to old school stuff. 80s might be my favorite. 80s and 90s rock.
Just depends on the
But
mood.
it all depends on the mood. But I'm singing it away. And
That's funny.
My
I love
family,
it.
if they hear me, they're like, Dad, we love you, Dad.
But no.
Stop.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, last question for you.
Last one. When's the last time you vomited and why?
Okay,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
really random.
Okay, that's super
These
random.
are random for me too, so.
Okay, I don't know.
Are you doing a couple?
Nope.
Okay, well, that's different. You know what comes to mind there? So again, I've got to do some pretty crazy things, but the last time I remember vomiting is the one person who probably out-crazes me is my brother. And I made the mistake of eating a full breakfast before getting on his boat. And I don't know what he was thinking, but it was literally...
Oh, so you vomited from food. Okay.
Oh,
It
it was food and the combination of starting, stopping, racing on the water. I thought a couple times we were going to smash into poles. And I mean, I was just like, before I knew it, I was chumming off the side, and it was, and he started fishing.
Well, that's understandable. I thought you were going to tell me some, like, cool drunk story or something.
Oh, no, I don't have anything good like that.
Yeah, we're being completely transparent here.
Yep.
I had a few minutes to think about this one. What era would you live in? Would you choose to live in if you could?
Oh, that's a fun question.
Yeah.
I like this one, and I thought about it for 2 minutes, and I would choose 2060.
Why? Wait.
I want one of them jetpacks, and I want one of those electric cars. I want to be flying around like Jetsons.
It's actually funny. I'm surprised we don't have that now. You know how you watch, like,
I
We're getting there
know.
fast.
Yeah,
We're getting there fast.
But think about how cool that would be. I mean, and think about obviously where our business will be. Actually, let me. I'll be dead. Let me say 2040. 2040. Let's bring it down a little bit. Well, that's any era, but yeah, I want to see what the future holds. I want to see what's going on. I want to see how well we do on Earth for sustaining our Earth and improving as societies in those kind of things. And so we all know what's happened in the past. I'm ready to move forward.
Ooh, I like that answer. Now, back to the jetpack part. Are you not scared of heights?
Oh man, he said adrenaline junkie. I'm kind of the same way. I used to jump off bridges in
I was
Florida.
gonna say you like bungee jumping.
Oh yeah, I would do all that.
No,
Yeah.
that's not me. No,
Yeah.
I don't like roller coasters.
No?
I don't like, no. But I will fly on a plane in a heartbeat to go out of town.
I will sleep on a plane in a heartbeat. Now he flew jets.
Yeah, so as long as it doesn't have spiders or snakes in it, I'll do any of that stuff. I'll go to
Oh, well,
space.
you don't like snakes on
Nope,
a plane.
that's why it's safe. Snakes
in a
on
plane.
planes? Crap, that'd be like the terrifying. I mean, can you imagine that movie? I saw that movie, I was like, this would be crazy.
You could never make it in that movie.
Nope, I'd be jumping out the window.
Oh my goodness.
No parachute.
Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Super excited for what you guys have going on and what you have coming up. I'm Moni XO, and we're out. Be easy.
Thank you.
It's your girl, Moni XO, and you just finished a 94XO interview. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment to our YouTube channel, and follow us on social media platforms. Be easy.